Hi, Ken. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Sophia?
Good. Thank you so much for coming back
Oh,
and
you're
getting
welcome.
an opportunity to
It
talk
was
more about your
a
problem.
long trip, but I made it back. Yes,
I'm glad. So, last time we talked about your snacking late at night and how you're not really hungry, but you just kind of need something to do, some
yes.
sort of mouthfeel.
Yeah.
How has that been going for you? How's this week
Well,
been?
since we talked, I had 2 nights where I had some crackers
Okay.
and peanut butter later on the night.
Okay.
And the last night I did it, I decided, well, this is silly because I'm not hungry.
Okay.
I don't want to do this.
Okay. So you made that realization.
I made that
on
realization
your own.
finally. You know,
That's fantastic.
it always helps to talk to people or someone.
Absolutely.
So talking to you.
Oh.
Okay, I'm not really hungry. The first night I was because I didn't have dinner.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
had an early dinner actually
Okay. Mm-hmm.
due to work. But the second night I just wanted peanut butter and crackers. So, well, and then I guess the next night I decided I didn't want to do it. Okay, so I didn't. And then for 2 nights in a row I couldn't do it because I wasn't allowed to eat any solid food due to surgery.
Okay.
That was easy.
Sure. This week was a little bit different.
This week's a little bit
most.
different.
Okay.
But last night I barely ate yesterday, but I did eat a half a sandwich. Kind of late, but that's okay because I didn't eat anything.
Okay.
So I consider that a little late dinner, which late dinners are okay.
Okay.
Most people in Europe don't eat till 8 o'clock at night, you know.
Very true.
And the day after that. So I went actually 6 days with no snacking since we talked.
Wow.
And no food, late food. And I could tell by having the late dinner, because I'm not a late dinner eater, and I never have been, that I was laying in bed, it was just sort of swishing around in my stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
not a feeling that you're
not a
comfortable
feeling.
with.
I wasn't comfortable because
No.
I read for about an hour before I go to sleep.
Okay.
So the peanut butter sandwich just laid there and irritated me. So, but that was a late dinner and I was hungry. You know.
Absolutely. And what else do we do when we're hungry besides?
Well, you have to eat
besides
something,
eat?
you know.
Absolutely.
And I didn't eat for any solid food for 2 days. It was all liquid food.
So transitioning back into the
into
solid foods for an entire day was difficult. So
well, yeah, I
you knew
had
that you wanted
some
that
little
snack.
snacks, but then I was hungry.
Right.
Tonight I'll probably have a little late dinner tonight for me,
Mhm.
since it's almost 7 o'clock,
Mhm.
and I just got home from work. So.
So from what it seems like to me, and if I'm getting this correctly, you don't have a scheduled dinner time usually.
For a while there, it was around 5, which
Okay.
is actually too early for me.
Okay.
You know, I normally don't get home till after 5 because I don't have a scheduled working day that's a set day. So if I eat after 6, I'm okay. I won't eat again.
Okay.
But if I eat early, if I'm hungry at 5, because like I said before when we talked, I'm not a big breakfast eater, but I'll eat lunch and then 5 or 6 I get hungry. And then if I eat at 5, because my wife eats early, so she makes dinner, and it's either eat dinner at that time or eat cold dinner or warm dinner.
Okay.
I think it's working out okay. I mean, I'm happy with 6 days with no snacking.
Okay.
You know.
So it's something that you think you can do long term.
I think I can.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's sort of kind of the goal for this session is to just brainstorm these really elaborate imaginative scenarios where you wouldn't have the late night snacking be an issue for you. So kind of thinking out there in an ideal world, what would your nights look like, or how would you not end up snacking?
Well, in an ideal world, I eat dinner at a certain time every night at 6:30, and that's my prime time to eat is around 6:30. Because after that, I'm not hungry, you know. And I stay up. Of course, I'm older now, and I had a heart attack a couple years ago, so I go to bed a lot earlier than I used to.
Okay.
I sleep a lot more than I used to.
Right.
Okay, I used to go to bed 9:30, 10, read till 11 for years and years. Get up at 6,
Yeah.
go to work, come home. But I've had this ongoing problem of snacking and eating late at night, and My other daughter and her family, they're midnight snackers.
They are.
Yes,
Okay.
okay.
So it's a kind of a
So
trend
it was kind of I probably started her on it.
Okay.
Yeah, years ago.
Mhm.
We haven't lived together for 20-some years, 30 years. But anyway, I visited them last 2 years ago in February, or we did, and they go, "So do you guys eat late at night?" And I go, "Well, not normally, I mean, sometimes they do." "Oh yeah, we sneak up on each other. So at midnight, her and her daughter and her husband wasn't there, but they'll be raiding the icebox for
A
something."
lot. I talk to so many people, and the snacking late at night.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it's something similar to your situation where you just have to kind of eat something even though you're not hungry or
Right.
you're bored. There's
Uh-huh.
a lot of factors, and
Well,
for certain people, it can be hard to break.
It
But
can
this
be hard
past
to
week
break.
sounds like it was really good for you, and you
Yeah.
felt good not
I
having
felt
the
good
snack.
not doing it.
Mhm.
Yes, I did. I really do feel better not doing it. And so I used to smoke,
Mhm.
okay, and so sometimes smoking would take that edge off, that
Mhm.
hunger. You go out and have a
Sure.
cigarette, but I don't smoke anymore.
Mhm. Yeah, I remember you mentioned
And
that.
I remember my dad one time telling me he quit smoking, and he got so hungry. I asked him how it was going. And he said he ate everything in the house but the 2x4s behind the walls. I go, "Oh,
It's
so you
a-
gained weight?" "Yeah, I gained 20 pounds in 3 months."
It's such a hard adjustment, and from
Uh-huh.
what it sounds like for you, your surgery and your heart attack 2 years ago, that's been a hard adjustment. Getting to bed early,
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah, staying awake later because I just don't do
Absolutely.
it.
absolutely. So, trying to think of ideas where you would go to bed at the same time. What would, from dinner to bedtime, what would time look like that for you? What activities, besides snacking, would be
I don't know.
possibilities?
I don't have a hobby.
Okay.
See, everybody thinks when they're going to, unless they have a hobby,
Mm-hmm.
when they retire, because I'm retirement age, I'm 69, okay, I'm past retirement age, actually. And I retired for about 90 days after I had my heart attack. I got a recovery,
Sure.
and I said, well, okay, let's try this, and fishing and camping, and I'm not a fisher camper.
No.
Well, I used to camp all the time.
Mhm.
I like it.
Okay.
The ground is very hard and very cold nowadays.
Very true.
And so I'm trying to find something else to do besides read.
Okay.
So I actually made a determined effort to go find some sort of hobby shop
Mm-hmm.
where I could build something 'cause
Okay.
at night to keep
Mhm.
up my time.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it's not popular anymore.
Okay.
And
All
the
right.
things that you can build cost $1,000,
Mm-hmm.
and the things that you can build, you don't want to.
You're
the
not
cheap
interested
stuff like
in that sort of thing.
Lincoln Log. If
It-
anybody out there knows
right.
what those are.
Mm-hmm. It can be difficult that time of night. You read before you go to bed, so it might not be exciting to do it,
Right.
beforehand. So you kind of battle. Well, what should I do? Maybe going out and taking a walk, or is
Yeah.
it okay?
Yeah.
That's
So
something that
would
might
work.
be comfortable.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can try that. I'll try that this week.
Mhm.
And of course, winter is coming eventually. It's just turned fall, so I'll have a lot more dark time. Not black time, but dark time.
Mhm.
So, and I do enjoy public television
Okay.
and some television shows, although I'm getting not too happy with some of the shows that are taking off that I like
Okay.
because they got other shows, So
Right.
I usually have 2 or maybe 3 shows a week
Mm-hmm.
that I actually like to watch,
What
Yeah,
about?
sure.
Sorry to interrupt. What about your family? What are they doing between those times?
Well, my wife is usually in bed early
Okay.
because, she goes to bed early. That's all there is to it.
Okay.
We watch television together sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
a show or something we want to watch, or a game,
Mm-hmm.
sports game,
Okay.
maybe. And I won't have any political. This is no political connotation, so I'm not going to mention why I'm not watching football right now.
Okay.
Okay,
A lot of
it's
people aren't.
a political issue. I'm not going into that. And my daughter, which is you, or you're here sometimes and sometimes you're not
Mhm.
because you have your own life.
Mhm.
So outside of my wife, you,
Okay.
that's it. So
What kind of other, social groups or even activities at home do you think might be worth taking an effort to do with those people in your household to kind of keep you from snacking or occupy your mind in other ways?
I don't know. I have to think about it.
Okay.
I can't come up with an instant answer.
And that's okay.
I have a
We'll
bad
hear
thing
think.
about instant answers
Okay.
because sometimes my brain tells me one thing, but my heart says nothing. No,
Mhm.
don't do it. You
Mhm.
know.
Maybe kind of like the snacking thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
right. So yes, my brain says, "Have a snack," and my heart, my stomach saying, "No, we're not hungry." My brain overrides it. So I'll think about that.
Mhm.
Some other alternative
Fantastic.
distractions, or
Okay.
something fun to do at
Absolutely.
night.
Mhm.
We used to go bowling. We did bowling for a while. Remember that? We shot pool for a while.
Mhm.
Then they closed the pool hall down.
Mhm. So it's all just this transition, and
It's
you're
a transition.
at home,
I'm at
and
home with
if
nothing
you're
to do.
already in an area where it's really really easy to snack and to
Mhm.
grab something, especially if you're thinking, gosh, that dinner tonight was so good, maybe I'll have a little bit more,
Right.
and go to bed. It can be an adjustment for you, but
Yeah.
I think for you this week making that conscious effort, and even on the days where you couldn't eat, you did feel better, and so I think that's what you want long term.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yeah, oh yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I think we made some really great progress today.
Yes.
I think we talked about some goals and some things for you to think about for next time.
Yes.
And thank you again for meeting with me.
You're
I'll see you
welcome.
next time.
Thank
Thanks,
you very
Ken.
much. Goodbye.
Bye.